Hey everybody, it's Mr. Christie.
And this is Stouticus.
Just checking out week 12. So first game, Broken Boys versus We Chillin'. It's a 1-1 draw.
Now we actually both did back We Chillin' in this one.
Looks like Broken Boys were just playing the Kaz game because they have 3 expulsions.
Yeah. Playing the foul game, which is what Kemri do best.
Yeah,
Stats are pretty equal, except
that
for
makes sense when the score is equal.
The casualties, yeah.
Yeah, Broken Boys actually made less blocks than Then again, Dark Elves have a Witch Elf, so that kind of bumps up the blocks. Yeah, the Dark Elves sustained 5 casualties. Were anything big? Yes, a Blitzer died. That one death was a Blitzer.
Oh, was it the... I saw that there was a hole missing. Is it the Blodge Stepper?
Yeah, it's the Blodge sidestep one.
Yeah. So, of the ones to lose, it's not the worst one.
No, if you have to lose one, you actually preferred the very top one.
Yeah. Oh, you mean the one that's sitting in the second
yeah,
position?
the one that's just Blodge.
Yeah, but he's 1 SPP away from a level, and that level could be a double or a stat up, whereas the other one had
That's
2 normals.
Yeah. That's a good point.
I mean, Blodge Step is a good combination, but it's always nice to roll some stat ups or doubles.
And his Leaping Witch is missing next game, and that's not too big of a deal. I think. Wait, it might be important. It might be important.
No, that's very important. Seeing he's playing cheese.
All right, it's kind of important.
That limits his sacking ability greatly. Although he probably will have a wizard for that game, but cover that later.
And Broken Boys also got no regens, so
regen is a lie. We all know that.
Only if you're at the top. Cheese probably took all the regens this week again.
No, I don't. The troll didn't get injured at all.
He regened every time.
He's never in the Kaz box.
All right, so
never standing on the sideline.
Next game, Frozen Dead North versus Rebel Rage Quit. Another 1-1 draw.
Yep, and this is one where we backed a rabbi to win this one.
And a werewolf died.
5 armor breaks to 34.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I have to go back and watch this. How did they even pull out? How did D Sharp pull off a tie, suffering that many blocks?
Because Arabi just ignored the ball until he had to.
He must have, but at some point, you got to be like, oh yeah, there's a ball because there isn't any players on the field.
Yeah, that was like in the second half when he got ball possession for 25%. Like the last 4 turns.
No, he did try to pick the ball up 4 times and conceded 3 of them.
Oh, I don't know then. I'd have to actually look at the game.
He actually did try and pick the ball up and succeeded. Regen is what saved Frozen Dead North. 6 for 7 on regen. Yeah, so all those.
The problem is that one that failed was the rookie wolf that just leveled.
You roll that level, watch it be strength, and then you cry. But if it was a normal...
Well, you can't even check on what it is because he's dead.
Oh, yeah. It's just not an injury where you would fire it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, no, well, he is dead.
Yeah. No, I know. Well, rather have it be a rookie than a developed one.
I don't
So
know. That rookie could have got a mighty blow.
yeah, or plus strength or agi,
We
but
don't know. It could have been anything. It could have been normals. We don't know.
the next game, score 2 touchdowns, you get that player
I don't
back.
even know if he has the money to do it, or if he's already done it.
I think he's already done it because I remember looking at his team. He has 2 wolves, one of them being a rookie.
All right then. I want to see this wolf then.
Finnegan
Okay,
3.
that would be the third one. Okay. That all adds up. Everything adds up.
Just feed him 2 touchdowns, and easy. He's playing vampires, so next week.
Next up, Gotta Catch 'Em All versus Werewolf of Wall Street. 2-1 for Gotta Catch 'Em All.
This one did have playoff implications, keeping Steak Mittens in his playoff spot for right now. We both picked him to win,
Oh,
so
but he didn't fire that movement bust warrior, and then he just got the MVP and leveled.
yeah, he did not take my advice to fire that guy before he got any more SPP, and now he's stuck with a move. Welcome to move 3 Nurgle Warriors. I have 3. They're a pain.
He hasn't picked a level for it yet, but I'm going to assume he's just going to take block.
Yeah, even if it's a double, just skip it. You need block, you need guard, you need mighty blow. I wouldn't think of taking a double on a Nurgle Warrior until level 4.
The only thing I'd take over block would be a strength up.
Well, yeah,
That's it.
yes, yeah. Strength up is the only thing you take over block because you take that whenever you get it. But if you had fired that warrior, that would have been a fresh warrior at 5 SPP. So 1 SPP away from the level.
I think the reason I think the reason why I didn't just replace it because he didn't have the money at the time.
Yeah, no, I know.
When I was stuck with it, you should have just gone a harder game. Oh, and another one of his Nurgle Warriors got niggled.
Yeah, his good one. His only really developed one.
Yeah. But that means he's ready for playoffs. Kind of. He's not going to get removed before playoffs.
He's double niggled.
Well, I guess he's just trying to be chance, get triple niggles, strength down, agility down.
Terry Tennant too. The dwarf. Herringzord's dwarf that was double niggled. The first.
Oh no, you want
first
Chance, the dark elf lineman, with 3.
Yeah, but that's a dark elf.
3 niggles though. A strength down, and an agility down. I think it was movement busted too.
Something ridiculous like that, yeah.
It didn't get removed until he died. What a player. Yeah. Oh, that's who took it. It was Sigmund's who took all the regens. Again, that's
No. Frozen Dead North took all the regens. They
oh right, yeah, that's
6.
yeah. I forgot about that game.
I mean, 3 out of 4 is good too.
Yeah, you're right.
But
Frozen Dead North took them all.
again, that 1 regen though hurts. Getting a niggle on a warrior, because it also means the warrior's out for the last game, which is pretty important. Especially seeing that's Claw, Mighty Blow warrior as well. and guard, I believe. So a pretty important warrior.
All right, next game, Charlestown Chiefs versus Hausdorff's Homewreckers. This was a pretty important game. Chiefs won 2-1.
Which I correctly predicted. Go me. I just thought the Chiefs, seeing they needed this game to solidify their postseason chances, whether that's in the Challengers Cup where they are sitting right now, or keep their playoff hopes alive.
I believe Hausdorff's also need to win this game to get that.
Yeah, that would have brought them closer. That would not have brought them.
I thought last week they were like 5th place.
They were 6th last week.
That's close enough.
Because Frozen Dead North was 5th. They were 6th. A win would have brought them into 18 points, and a loss for the Chiefs would have kept them at 20. So they'd still be 2 points behind the Chiefs.
And
right now they'd be sitting in 5th place.
Okay. And yeah, Hausdorff's got really beaten up this game. Dead Bull Centaur, armor bust on the other one. The legend one got the armor bust.
Ouch. That's what happens with legends, isn't it? They always just seem to get beat the hell out.
Yeah, how many legends in Rebel are like perfectly healthy? I don't know the number there. It's just not that high.
No, it's not. Lumi's Gutter Runner was Choco Chipmunk. He was completely healthy.
And then he wasn't healthy. Or I don't remember. What?
Did he die?
I'm
I
not
thought
sure.
he
I'm not
retired
sure.
with the team.
Not many legends are healthy. Is the point? They play so many games that they're just not healthy.
Yep.
And the Chiefs suffer nothing bad of injuries.
Yeah, I was taking a look at their team. They're in pretty healthy. They're all healthy for their last game. So yeah, good news.
Nobody took the regens this game. All right.
Because neither team has regen.
Yeah, that's why they didn't take any. That's how that works. Next up, Bioware for Life versus Rage Dwarf. Rage Dwarf wins this 2-1.
Which we both correctly predicted.
Yeah. The game happened like how we thought it would. With an extra pass from the Dwarves. Not many injuries.
No, these vampires weren't as hungry as their last game.
Yeah,
that's
about average-ish.
Slightly below statistical 82%, but they didn't cause injuries like they did last week when they.
Yeah, there's that too. Like if you only make 5 bloodlusts in a half, it doesn't matter if all the thralls get removed from that.
Yeah. So that looks like that wasn't happening in this case, and actually even his KO rolls were very good, 6 out of 2, 6 out of 8. Which means all the KOs that he suffered came back. Or all but one. because he actually sustained 7.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he just got outplayed by the dwarves. Then he wasn't like super
Yep.
removed from like he wasn't super removed. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
the dwarves just kind of outplayed him.
Yep. Or just overpowered him. I mean, he was down one of his strength 5 vampires because he lost it last game.
Yeah, but even with the strength
So,
up,
you know,
it usually helps a lot when you get the removals with your strength up players.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean with the dwarves with their guard and their strength up. It it wasn't the strength of the vampires wasn't enough to really break through. It seems.
Okay. Next up, Cheese Tactics Mark II versus Dead Retro Society. Kind of important game because this 2-1 win for Cheese makes it so he's a playoff coach for sure.
Yep, this solidified his playoff position.
Well, not his playoff
So,
position, but just in the playoffs.
well, yeah, I meant making the playoffs. Is what I meant. We can get into that whole can of worms later, and we probably will, as to exactly how this could end up shaping out.
So, Dead Wrestler Society has 2 deaths, but actually not important at all. They were both on loners.
One was a loner skink, and one was a induced loner saurus. So,
Andy Kaufman, the sidestep diving tackle skink on armor bust. I don't think you really care about that.
No, you don't. You fire that thing without thinking about it.
Actually, Mr. Fuji leveled up this game, and he got sure feet. I'd almost think of just firing it, but don't. I don't know if Draenor is thinking of next season with this team.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was kind of beaten up this season, so although it's
I mean, he's only got 2 leveled Sauruses. Sarai.
no, he's got more than that.
Oh, one's missing next game. I was just looking at who played the last game.
Yeah, one was MNG. He's got 2 rookies right now on the team. Both are actually a Kaz away from leveling. He's got
wait. Oh yeah, that's right. And he's got the strength down Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh yeah, he still got that. That's the one that was missing last game. That needs to be fired. So he's gonna have 3 rookies. Sorry.
Yeah, he was also missing Captain Lou Albano. Oops. He was just missing him for the game, but it's just MNG and the special. And Cheese made out of this game really healthy. Everyone lived.
Even baby Swiss.
Only got badly hurt. So Draenor, I'm sorry, you don't even win in my heart.
He blitzed him the first chance he
Yeah,
got.
but he didn't get the kill. He
got an
gotta
injury.
get the kill. You gotta get the kill, or it doesn't mean anything.
The one block that he got, the first one, and it removed him from the game completely. That's all you can ask. But yeah, it was a solid game. This is the only game that I actually watched the replay of. Cheese scored earlier in the first half probably than he wanted to on turn 6 or 7 of his half. But the Lizards couldn't score quick enough. And then then Draenor just started losing players and couldn't really secure the ball.
Yeah, Lizards is definitely in the team you don't want to lose players probably the most. Because each player only does one thing.
Yeah, and the first removal was a skink. The first skink that he hit, he removed it. I think that was turn 5, and then it kind of snowballed from there. And then you throw in some fouling, fouled off the Croxagore. Um, Dead Wrestlers did have Sibley, so they had 7 Sorai, so they had a lot of strength, but um, eventually they just got pushed around too much.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
And he did manage to level up the Black Orc Bree 4, which he had lost Bree 3 the previous game, which was a Black Orc with guard, so I assume Bree probably has guard now. Yes, he does.
Yep.
So it's always good when you immediately replace a player one game later at exactly the same skill.
Yeah, it's like it was just like they were missed next game. That's all.
Yep.
Oops. Oh, how did that happen? And last game, not FDA approved versus Eat Man Things. Eat Man Things win 3-1.
Another game I successfully predicted. Just saying.
I think I was kind of like on the fence on this one, but I did pick the wrong one in the end. Yeah, not. It just kind of looks like the rats over ratted the elves is elving.
Yeah, and the rats were fouling as well. They inflicted 3 casualties.
One of which was a Miss game on Super Dragon 6000.
So that legend is taking the last game of the season off. He's starting his off season sooner. He probably had vacation plans or
Yeah,
something.
he just saved up all his sick days.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, it just seems like the rat BS was stronger than the elf one this game. And none of the KOs for the elves decided to come back either. He was 0 for 6.
Actually, even though he was fouling, Eat Man Things only caused 1 casualty. I guess it was failed dodges. Kaz the air too.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Yeah, what is Claw Palm anyway? His vermin got wall dying surfs, whatever.
Well, you're just kind
So,
of going robot-y there.
sorry.
All right. So let's take a look at the leaderboard right now. So up top you got Cheese. I don't really know what else to say about that right now. He's positioned himself so he can not drop from playoffs.
There is a world where he finishes 3rd.
But third is still playoffs, so.
Yeah, but that requires Stake Mittens to win. That requires Ragedorf to win by 3 in his game in order to push Cheese all the way down to 3rd, and Cheese has to lose his game. So it's highly unlikely, but it is possible.
Next up, gotta catch them all. You know, they started strong. Just kind of. They had the least losses in the division.
They went 5-0-0, I believe,
Yeah,
or
they had a very,
some.
very strong start.
Yeah, and then the middle of the season they kind of slumped a little bit, getting a lot of draws, and then they've started to pick it back up towards the end, getting the wins when they need them.
And we got
Um,
Rage Dwarf. Uh, I think Rage Dwarf just kind of had like a middling start, but then just kind of had like a big win streak for a while. Like I think they won their first game and then I think tied their next game, but I'd have to go back and actually look at that.
which I'm doing right
Yeah.
now. No, they actually won their first 3 games. Yeah, they won their first 3 games and then lost to Cheese.
Okay, that's what happened there.
Then Frozen Dead North. So then they went on a little bit of a losing streak.
Okay, that's what happened there. They had that mini losing streak, and
Then they picked it back up again, beating a Rabbi and We Chillin'.
then we have Charlestown Chiefs. Um, it's hard to remember how they did. Also them. Oops.
I all of these teams have been pretty consistent. Like they've had, obviously they have 7, 8, 9 wins, so they've put win streaks together. They have very few losses, so they didn't have prolonged losing streaks.
Yeah, I
You
guess
know,
the only reason Stakeman stands out the most is because it was a 5-game win streak at the start.
yeah. So he got to the top immediately and has been there all season. So is Ragedorf for the most part. Like I think he had gotten down all the way to 4 at one point, but he's been 1 through 4 pretty much the entire season as well. Cheese is the one actually I believe that kind of came from behind actually and rose up that way. I think he was in the middle for the first half of the season, and then he slowly pushed his way up. I could be wrong.
God, won first game, tie second game,
Lost. Won.
He's kind of all over the place.
Lost. Yeah, so he was up and down. Won.
That's kind of why it was. I guess it's a little bit of a surprise he's number 1 right now because he was kind of all over the place at the beginning.
Yeah, for the first 5-6 weeks, he was win, lose, win, lose, win,
Draw.
lose, and then he went on. Yeah, then he went on a win streak in the middle of the season. So that's how he got up to where he is now. And the Chiefs have similarly have had. They've all had really solid seasons, as I said. No prolonged losing streaks, really. Steak, even though he didn't have a losing streak, he had a streak there where he was drawing a lot of games that I bet he was probably hoping to win.
Yeah.
So that can be frustrating when you're sitting on 1 loss and yet you're in second place.
Yeah. And then from President Dead North, E. Manting, Hausdorff's, We Chillin'. They kind of went into even on everything mostly. Pretty even win, draw, loss. I can throw in a Bioware for Life as well. Yeah, because they're all tied for points.
They've all had a very similar season, yeah. Except the one that stands out is We Chillin'. They have a lot of draws. Just for I think in the beginning of the season they started like 1-5-0 or something like that. Like they were just getting draws constantly in the first few
Yeah.
weeks. Um, so it's always frustrating because you want to turn those draws into wins.
Yeah, you wanted to
Well,
push it a little further.
yeah, but being a beat up Dark Elf team, it's understandable. Can't really push for the win all the time when you're just trying to hold on.
And then you got from Rebel Rage Quit. Uh, he's kind of
I got next. You have a coach that goes, "What's a ball?"
and you kind of get surprised when they're actually 3 wins, 3 draws.
Yeah, I believe one of those was a admin win though, if I'm remembering correctly from a few weeks ago.
Oh right, yeah, I remember. Cutting Fox Pup couldn't play that week, so he got lucky.
Yeah,
Dev Wrestler Society. You know, I thought they. I remember saying I thought they do really well at the start of the season after a bad initial game, but then
yeah,
throughout the season they kind of lost to Stars, lost to Crocs. I think they lost like their only good skink.
I believe so. Yeah, they don't. This was the team that in the beginning of the season they had all the really well developed
Like
Sorai and
like
the
all the Sarai were missed next game.
yeah the Skinks were so except for the block one, and then he's lost a couple. He's really lost three. He just hasn't fired the one yet. Um, no, no more skink development or no good skink development. So it's kind of just had a awful season in terms of team development because he also kept losing his Croc score, I believe, twice.
No. I believe he only lost one Croxigore. It was
Oh, that was the
it was the Chiefs
Chiefs.
that lost to Croxigore twice.
Yeah, both these lizard teams have had awful luck with their Croc scores this
I
season.
think a lot of Croxigores get being up somehow. I guess they just get base. They just base up more, and people just take the chance to knock them down more, and they are big guys.
Possibly.
That's my only thought process. Because you don't want to dodge away from a Croxigore.
Yeah, or you get them on the ground, then you foul them because you don't. They are more dangerous. One of the more dangerous big guys because they do have tail. They
They
don't want
got
that getting
six
in the
movement.
way. Yeah, they're. It's a pretty good big guy when you think about it. 6 movement and prehensile
Oh yeah,
tail.
no, it's I don't know. I'd say probably fourth best big guy, maybe third. I put the Beast in Nurgle. No, I put no. You know, drop it back down to fourth. I put the Halfling Treeman, Beast and Nurgle, and Underworld Troll higher than the Croxigore.
Do treatment count? They're positionals on a halfling team.
They count. They
Not
count.
really
They count.
a big guy.
They count. They're part of the huge Jackman, so they count. If we're going by that logic, I guess we can't call ogres on the ogre teams big guys.
No, but an ogre on a human team is.
Well, halfling treemen count.
Halfling treatment are people too.
So yeah, Croxigore's fourth best big guy in my opinion.
Okay. Yeah. I guess if you're counting treatment, sure.
And I just think Beast and Urgle, second best big guy because Tentacles is really good, and then Underworld Troll is the best big guy.
Underworld troll.
Yeah. Because he gets mutations on normals.
Okay. Yeah, no, I know. You can get
You can
Mighty
do any of the big guy things with them.
Mighty Blow, Claw, and throw
You
teammate.
got your tentacles if you want,
Yeah,
and if you
so you can make a Beast of Nurgle that has Claw and Tail
and then can also
if you
throw a
really
goblin
wanted
if you
to.
want.
Yeah,
So yeah, Underworld Troll, my opinion, best big guy. The only thing that brings it down is that always hungry. And I guess really stupid, but they have to have some sort of negative trait. Where were we? Broken Boys.
uh, Cameron.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Broken Boys. They've kind of just been in the shadows most of the season.
yeah, they've had a little tough luck. I think they've been overpowered by the other Bash teams in this division.
Yeah. I
Um,
know. Okay, first week they beat Devastor Society. I thought, I thought they beat Cheese. Yeah, they did beat Cheese week 5, so that's kind of big.
yeah, they had some bright
Yeah.
spots. Losing the one Tomb Guardian they lost was big. Because didn't it have like two doubles on it or something ridiculous?
Yeah, and then he also lost the Tomb Guardian that replaced that Tomb Guardian.
Yeah, that's
I
just
think he lost it against Arabi, and we said don't get the Tomb Guardian for this game.
yeah, and he did, and it died the next game.
I got reasons why I say you don't take players at that time. Uh, and then we have not FDA approved. Uh, Jeez, I know it's not really their team value, but it's so low. Um, all I can say is I guess maybe their team's just a little too broken.
Yeah, I think Super Dragon just can't carry the team anymore.
Yeah, I think
Um,
I mean he's got like another really good blitzer and another really good catcher, but I think he just needs more of a team.
yeah, no, I agree with that. If you want to continue playing Loner Army Elves, uh, have fun with that. That's not how I want to play. That's why I gave up my Wood Elves. After 2 seasons, I was doing that, and I just couldn't take it anymore.
I haven't even had a
Um,
loner halfling in like 4 seasons.
you're lucky, but also halflings cost
Yeah.
30k. A Wood Elf costs 70 minimum, so it's a lot harder to replace.
Oh no, I get that.
Uh, Also, you just need some luck to potentially, you know, get back your catchers, get back some linemen to slowly build the team back up. Like even T Self in REL 1 has eventually in REL 1 built his team to back to a full team. He's back over 2,000 now because he actually has linemen again. So it's possible. You just need luck to, if you want to do it, you just need luck to keep them alive and earn enough cash. But I think it's really hard to win with 3 players that are your team essentially
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
without without playing the 13 luckiest weeks of Blood Bowl. Like you're really dependent on dice
Yeah.
in that regard if you're gonna play
I
that
mean,
way.
Blood Bowl is technically a team sport, so you kind of need a whole team and not just one player.
Yeah. Well, he's still got 2 other really good players, but even
Yeah.
then, that's not enough. I don't think.
And pulling up the rear,
And then lastly,
Werewolf of Wall Street. I mean, they just had a bad start, losing that Werewolf game one.
yeah, and then they went on a 7-game losing streak. Looked like they were going to turn it around a little bit. And then they actually had to give that concede loss, and then that was right after they had won a couple games. So then I think that kind of slowed their momentum down.
Yeah.
And then I think he just started playing more for development than anything.
From where he was at the time, I don't think that's a problem at all.
No, I don't either.
You're just playing the long game.
It took forever though to get that rookie Wolf leveled. He's now only 2 SPP away, so hopefully he can get that second level in the last game and go into this next season with a strong team. Because actually, the rest of his team, it looks pretty good. It's just his wolves are lacking. They're not the usual REL or Rebel wolves that you're used to seeing. No doubles, no strength up.
Yeah, you gotta visit that fiction.
No Agi 5. Travel Scrabble has an Agi 5. Werewolf,
that's just cheating.
And a strength 4 Mighty Blow werewolf as well. But anyway, I digress. Flashbacks to my game this week.
Alright, so let's take a look at next week. That's not next week, that's week 7. I don't know why I stopped there. So first game, Broken Boys versus Ragedorf. I kind of just gotta go with the easy pick of Ragedorf.
Yeah, I'm going with Ragedorf. This is kind of hinted at. He's still playing for position. I know we don't know the draw yet, and so you don't know whether it's quote unquote might be easier to finish third versus second or first. Although I don't.
I think it's just easier if he just wins his game.
Yeah, you just go out and try and win.
Because if you win your game, you're in play. If you win your game, you're in playoffs. Unseen Walker.
Yes, it's that simple. You win your game, you're in. You tie, then you have to watch Steer's game and hope he doesn't win.
Yeah, it's if you win, you can rest easy. And yeah, looking at his team, I mean, that's a team of players, as we were talking before. Other than the Blitzers, right now the Blitzers are just kind of faster linemen without tackle.
Yeah, they are the weak part on the team. It's hard when you have to play to win to try and feed certain players SPP.
Yeah, because if you're going to blitz, you want to do it with
a
Mighty Blow player.
And you're not going to risk a handoff to that player to score. If, Hell's Gate is already carrying the ball, which he probably is, you're not even going to risk the 3+ to hand off to score. Plus, they're probably the ones that are potentially fouling or the ones getting out in front, getting in the way, because he doesn't necessarily care about them as much.
Yeah.
Which every team needs those pieces. Every piece
want those to be linemen.
Yeah, you want those to be long beards usually, but as you said, they are slightly faster, so they can get out in front even more.
And then Broken Boys. Well, they have the money to replace that Team Guardian. I say if you're playing this team next season, get the Team Guardian now and just,
hope it doesn't die again.
He doesn't have Claw. That's a good thing. He's also... I don't think Unseen Walker's a huge fouler.
Uh,
Like he'll foul if it's a good opportunity, but
yeah, I don't think he's gonna go out of his way to foul, but
yeah. So I think your Tomb Guardians are a little safer than the Chaos Dwarves.
yeah, but remember, this is the team that beat up Chaos Dwarves.
He was just showing them who's the
So
superior dwarves.
I know, so he can get the Kaz's without needing Claw. Is what I'm saying. So I think it's easy that the Dwarves win that game. I'd go with getting the Tomb Guardian. Pray that it doesn't die. Hopefully, it gets a random Kaz on Armor 9 and the MVP and levels.
This game is actually already scheduled for tomorrow.
What time?
At 6 o'clock Pacific. So not. And if you get that Tomb Guardian, you got. You get 215 inducements. Not bad. Just trying to think of really good inducements. I don't know Khemri inducements that well.
Yeah, neither do I. Sitet is one. The strength for Blitzra,
Yeah,
which strip ball, break tackle, but sure hands, so strip ball not as important.
let's see. That is not in the game.
I'd probably almost go to at least one bribe and just try and foul.
If you're gonna
Maybe
foul, get hack and slash because he has a chainsaw.
or a dirty play, induce a mercenary dirty player
I mean,
skeleton.
you could do that too. You could get that super weird skeleton dark elf.
Yeah,
It's not that good, but you could.
I've actually played against that a couple times.
It's the player's not bad on Camry because it's agility 3 with sure hands. Can't afford Ramtut. Yeah, I'd probably get Satek. Even though Strip Ball's not going to do anything, it's still a strength 4 block.
Yeah,
And has break tackle if you need to get
and hope it
somewhere.
doesn't get removed early, because that's all your inducements down the drain.
Let's see. Next game, Hausdorff Homewreckers versus Dead Wrestler Society. This is hard to say right now because I know both of them are missing big players.
Well, Hausdorff's Homewreckers won't have a Bull Centaur unless they induce one. So that's a big deal. Because they only have one to begin with, and the one that's there is missing next game
Well,
with
they
an
could
armor
buy
bust.
one, I think. No, they can't buy one right now. Yeah, they're 130, so.
Oh, 10 shy. That hurts.
And Dev Wrestlers is down Lizards. Let's see here. 270 for Hausdorff's Homewreckers. If you're going for a win, I don't know what you take for that.
possibly the Bull Star player, the Bull Centaur.
Nope.
I don't know how much that's
He's
worth though.
330, so they don't got enough for it unless they want to take
Oh,
it from their bank.
wow, no, I would not. If you're, it all comes down to whether you're planning on keeping the team or not, as to whether you'd want to blow that bank on something like this. If you do want to keep the team, then I wouldn't bother. Um, it's more important that you get your own Bulls back.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go with the Chorfs on this one.
I think I'm going to go with the Tropes as well, just because Draenor doesn't have any Saurus. Like, not really.
Yeah, he's essentially going to have 3 rookies to all the block and guard and mighty blow of the Chorf blockers with the 1 claw palm. And even dirty player, there's 2 dirty players. So if anything hits the floor, Randomus Namus is probably kicking it in the head. So I'm going to go with the
Yeah.
Chorfs.
I just don't see a good reason to keep that strip ball. Not with 3 strength on a Saurus.
In this game, there actually is a
Well,
reason.
he doesn't have any sure hands.
He doesn't have sure hands, and the ball carrier is probably going to be strength 3. So, this might be the only game where I would keep that strength busted Saurus 4.
I'd still. Well,
I would still want to get rid of it because if you're planning on keeping a team, you want to get development because
the
that
problem is
player.
I don't think he's keeping the team though. I wouldn't keep the team.
Yeah, I mean it's up to Draenor. If you're keeping the team and you don't care about winning this game, then I would cycle that Saurus, get a fresh one, hope he levels this game. If you don't care about winning, if you don't care about the team, I would keep it because it actually is a very good Saurus for this matchup. Blocking guard to help with fighting, and then break tackle and strip ball to go after the ball. Because it's going to be on a strength 3 carrier with no sure hands. But otherwise, immediately after this game, I would fire that Saurus if he kept it.
Yeah. So next up, Werewolf of Wall Street versus Eat Man Things. I
believe this is the swan song for Eat Man Things.
I'm gonna give it to Eat Man Things. Just think he's not gonna. He's just gonna play for the win. Just to say he got his last game as a win with this team.
Yeah, it's always nice to when a team like this that has been around for as many seasons as this team has. I don't even know how many seasons. It's been around as long as I've been in REL, which was season 5, 6. So it's one of the oldest teams still left. It's taken a few season off here or there, but
yeah, it's first season was season 4 for this team.
Okay, so I'd like to see them get the win, and I think they will. He's got the vermin to do it, and he's also still got the gutter runners.
Wait, was it his first? It's season 4, Div 1. That doesn't make sense.
It's possible. Back when REL was 2 divisions.
Maybe. Season 4, Div 1, first division. Alright. Where were we? Oh, yeah. And Cunning Foxpup.
It'd be nice with the season that he's had for him to get a win in his last game.
I think
But
just play for development here.
yeah, you're playing rats, so they could just explode with every hit, and you can get development that way. Obviously, carry on Sprinty,
Maimon Mall.
Maimon Mall. Yep, it's hard to read that for a second. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't worry about development anywhere else. You know, your Mighty Blow pieces hopefully get some SPP, but you know the white doesn't really care about that as much. The Golem would, which would be nice, but you know, work on that wolf, which he should be carrying the ball anyway in this game.
Yeah, I'd just say Cunning Foxpup, just go for development. If you win, you win. Because touchdowns is the easiest way to develop players. And then by association, scoring touchdowns usually gets you wins.
Usually.
It helps a lot.
Could always go to kicks. Be a 0-0 tie that goes to kicks. Then you don't score a touchdown, you can still win.
Well, they're not going to kicks in this game.
Well, because it can't, but you know what I mean.
Next up, Rebel Rage Quit versus not FDA approved. Now, I'm not sure. Arabi said he was re-rolling.
Yes, actually, like towards the middle of the season.
Well, he lost a lot of everything.
He said something. Yeah, he said something on Discord. I believe he said he was just going to go to Chaos, but I'm not 100% sure on that
That's
now.
unfortunate. He's wanted to rematch my halflings for so long.
But yeah, it was something like that.
It just wasn't in the cards for us to play again.
Never know. You could always re-roll your halflings.
No, but he wanted to rematch my halflings. He can't rematch my halflings with this new team. It's not a rematch.
Okay, but it could be his new kill team against your halflings.
Well, if it's Chaos, I'm not as scared because it doesn't have as much tackle.
True. But they're a lot faster.
Actually, to be fair, if they were Chaos Dwarves, I'd have an easier time winning because my halflings have never lost to Chaos Dwarves.
Yeah, there you go. But so is he going to be ATL's not FDA approved Super Dragonless High Elves?
It's hard to say.
I think yes. I think Arabi wins this game.
I'm actually give this. No, I'm gonna have to give this to Arabi as well. I was thinking, but they have all this dodge, and dodge doesn't matter against Chaos Dwarves, and it's not that much dodge, anyways. Yeah, he's barely getting. He's gonna get enough inducements for a wizard.
Yeah, I was just doing the math in my head. He's getting 190, so you can get a wizard and
a wizard, just a wizard.
Something else if he wants.
Well, he's got cash, so
babe. He could get a wizard and a babe for 200.
No, against a rabbit, you don't want babes. That's the trick. You don't get babes against a rabbit.
Oh, so instead of getting KOs, you get the injuries. Is that what you're going off of? When you get babes, you don't get KOs, you get injuries.
You don't get babes against a rabbit. Yeah,
Oh, you just don't want your player. You don't want your players coming back at
I mean
all.
that helps too, but just get like an apothecary if you want to spend the money. I don't know if you do.
Yeah, if you're gonna return with this team, yeah, maybe an wandering Apo as well, and only use it
On those very few.
on your two on one more night and Benny the Jet Johnson, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
Uh, but I think a Rabbi wins this game.
I do too.
Got to stop agreeing.
We'll disagree somewhere.
Every game we've agreed so far.
All right, just because of record, I'm gonna on this next game I'm gonna pick Cheese, but it's Wheat Chillin versus Cheese. It's just he's top of the division. You don't just get there after 12 weeks.
No, you don't. You don't. Um, Elves can be a tricky matchup. You know, if they don't break, they can do almost anything they want. Although we've already said Wheat Chillin is missing their leaping, sacking witch elves, so that's going to make this game a lot harder. They will have enough inducements for Wizard, with two Agi 5 elves hanging around, one of them with leap, and a blitzer. So again, when any matchup that's Bash versus Agi, it comes down to which game is stronger. But I'm gonna go with Cheese on this one
All right,
too.
but I'm gonna give you some strats here, Wheat Chillin. Uh, so you get the Wizard, obviously. But then you get Roxanne and Darknail, because that's super obnoxious with her Agility 5. And Leap.
Does she? I was gonna say she has leap too. So there you go. That's your yeah.
And you got Juggernaut in there, and that's just a nice bonus. And then, I don't know, you can get, like, Babes or an Apo or something like that after. You'll have to take 10k from your own bank, but it'll be fine. Or you could buy back a Blitzer, but I don't know how much you want to buy back a Blitzer for. I'd actually say Roxanne Darknail might be the better pick.
Yeah, he's getting 516 inducements. Yeah, having two witch elves for this game would be important. Again, more Agi 5. That'd be three Agi 5 players on the pitch.
Two of which have Leap.
Yeah. I'm still gonna go with Cheese.
Yeah. No, but I'm just giving some. I don't want to just like say, oh, he's gonna win, and not try and give something to help.
No, I know. If Wheat Chillin is gonna stick around, maybe go a little more conservative. Get the Apo, to try and potentially save one of these key players for next season. But if you're going out on a high note, or you just want to feel like making Cheese sweat a little bit more, trying to go for the win.
Actually, what you should be doing, besides my general advice of killing Baby Swiss, just hurt Cheese's team as much as you can, because he's going to playoffs for sure. Just make his first game suck.
There's the concede game to remove all injuries before playoffs.
Yeah, that's why you gotta do bad injuries.
You mean perms?
Yeah. Give him like strength downs and movement downs and armor busts.
Oh, well, I mean, he's got. Is that 5 niggles on this team? Yes.
No.
Or 4. It's 4 niggles. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 nickels.
Um, he doesn't. He is a little beat up, but
So you take Swiss 4 here. Just give him a GLE bust. And then Canadian Cheddar, you give him a movement bust. And then Undock Games, you give a strength bust. And then Baby Swiss, you just kill.
you are very bloodthirsty for Baby Swiss.
It's fine. It's fine.
How did he hurt you so bad?
You got pro first level. So,
Sounds like something more than
no,
that.
that's all it is. It's first level pro. Next game, Frozen Dead North versus Bioware for Life. Just off the top of my head, I'm actually not sure who I think's gonna win this.
Frozen Dead North has another baby wolf that they want to try and level. Again, it kind of depends on whether you want to keep the team or not. It's both of these teams, but I'm speaking of Frozen Dead North specifically. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the team. It's severely underdeveloped for the division that it's in right now, and even the one that it's going to be in next season. Very few actual leveled players. So do you go for more development, or are you planning on sacking the team? In which case, do whatever the hell you want. If you're going for development, get the baby wolf leveled and get that flesh golem that's sitting on 1 SPP leveled. Or even the white, too. The rookie white would be a priority to get SPP on as well.
Yeah, it's a lot of development for Frozen Dead North. I think the Vamps are going to take it, though, for the win. They don't have to worry about development, except for one vampire.
Yeah. I think the vampires are going to win this one, too.
All right.
Unless they go full bloodlust like they did.
So now I have a feeling that we're just going to pick the same thing for every game.
Well, the last pick isn't a secret from me.
Yeah.
I've kind of been backing Stake all season. This is the most interesting game this week. Got to catch them all versus Charlestown Chiefs.
Yeah, it's the most important. It has the most effect on the standings in the end.
Exactly. If the Chiefs win, they severely shake up what the 1 through 4 standings. They could potentially jump all the way up to second place if they won, and Unseen Walker also lost or even tied. Yeah, if Ridgedorf ties their game, they'd stay in third, and the Chiefs would move into second, and Stakemans would drop all the way to 4. So it has really big implications on who goes to the playoffs and who goes to the Challengers Cup. But I think gotta catch them all.
I'm actually kind of looking at Charlestown Chiefs.
I will say the Nurgle are down a very big piece in their block claw Mighty Blow, Guard, Tackle, Warrior.
They got a pretty good amount of claw,
They
mighty blow.
they still have 3 Claw, Mighty Blow to back that up, with 1 being a Warrior and 2 being Pestigores. The Nurgle will actually be getting inducements, which is a rare thing to say after season 1 of Nurgle. Versus the Chiefs. That being said, Nurgle inducements are possibly the worst in the
Oh,
game.
that's weird. Rebel.net says that Nurgle are going to be at 1890. I don't see how.
No, they're not. They're going to be. I assume that level up on the Move Busted Warrior is a normal. Because the only thing you would take other than block on that is a strength up, in my opinion. So
And then you just kind of got an agility up mummy.
Yeah, kind of.
Actually, be better than an agility up mummy.
Not really.
Yeah, because you got all those other skills that do something sometimes.
No, they're all fake skills. All of them. So the Nurgle are getting 120 in inducements. Again, that's not a lot.
I think they can induce a dirty player rotter. I don't think that'd be bad. You know what? Just because we need something to be different, I'll back the Chiefs. I think they still have a good chance.
No, predict who you want. Don't just say the Chiefs.
No. Chiefs also have like all the guard versus no guard. 4 guard. You got an agility 4 skink to be sneaky. As long as it doesn't go near the beast.
Or a Pestigore.
You got this potential 1-turning skink.
Yeah, what's a little scary for Steer in this is you're going into this game with 11 lizards.
He could buy an air skink.
And only 11. Yeah, then you're just giving more inducements to the Nurgle, though.
How scary is that, really?
Well, then you go potentially from an induced 30-player rotter to that and a bribe.
No, you don't have enough for a bribe.
He could use his own money if he really wants to.
He could use his own money for the bribe in the first place.
Yeah, but I mean, it's even easier for him to do so, is what I'm saying. Or that opens the door to other possibilities. A wizard or something else, is what I'm saying.
No, I think the Chiefs got this now. They're gonna lizard all over the Nurgle.
What does that even mean?
It means the lizards win.
Okay. I think the Nurgle are going to win.
You've always picked the Nurgle, and I'm just picking these lizards because I think they have a good chance of winning.
Hey, I have picked the Chiefs to win some of their games.
Not
I
against
just
the
don't
Nurgle.
think they're going to win this one.
You haven't picked them against the Nurgle.
No, I haven't.
You're biased for the Nurgle.
Yes, I am.
This is an unbiased decision by me.
Okay.
But like I said,
either way, it should be a good game to watch.
But anyways, the 1-turning with that skink is not that bad when you have an agility 4 skink to hand off or pass the ball, and he only needs one push to make that work. And you got the stunt, and you got the
Yeah,
stunty, so it's always going to be the 3+ for the dodges.
yeah. You just have to worry about whether you can get off tentacles, which you would position away
Yeah,
from.
see, it's all good.
You'll probably be dodging through at least one tackle zone, and if you're lucky, you'll be in only one disturbing presence for that handoff catch, potential
Yeah,
throw
you
catch
don't
play.
even block the Beast
But
Nurgle. Don't block when you're making the one turn. Kind of ignore the Beast Nurgle. Just get away from him. Because he's got that stand firm.
well, yeah. So you shouldn't be targeting. You shouldn't set your one turner up against the Beast Nurgle
No.
anyway. And you don't try and push the Beast. I'm just saying, if for some reason it's on the line of scrimmage, you don't set up right next to it. But it probably even shouldn't be on the line of scrimmage.
I don't know. If you're preventing a one turn, I think it's the best choice. If your choices are stopping the one turn or losing, you stop the one turn.
Well, yeah, no, of course. I just think the one turn is harder than you think it is, even with the Agi 4 and the movement. But anyway, it's definitely the game to watch this week, I think.
Yep. Right.
If if Stake Mittens wins, then the positions aren't set, but these are the where they're going. Steer would be going to the Challenger Cup, and Cheese, Steak, and Unseen Walker would be going to the playoffs.
And just remember, everybody who can go to the Challengers Cup, that they might get to the playoffs and be like they might win the whole thing in the end, but you could be the first person to win the Challengers Cup. No one else can take that away from you.
Oh no, I actually fought pretty hard to try and get to the Challengers Cup spot in REL 1.
I kind of gave up trying to do that a couple of weeks ago.
Because to me, postseason is postseason.
Yeah, no.
I just wanted to keep playing.
No, I agree with that, but I got to the point where I was not making it in. All right, yeah.
But just to lay out the scenarios, Cheese just has to tie. He just has to get 1 point. So a tie or a win gets him first place. If Stake Mittens and Unseen Walker need Cheese to lose in order to overtake him, if Stake Mittens wins and Cheese loses, he gets in first place. Unseen Walker has to win by at least 2 in order to jump Cheese for first place. Because there's a TD differential of 2 right now, and they would have the same number of losses. So winning by 1 wouldn't be enough. You'd have to win by at least 2. And there's no way for Steer to get higher than second. So that's pretty much how it goes.
And the rest of you, I mean, you play for development. You could just play to finish the season. You know, it's just whatever. If you're playing any of the playoff people, just try and make their first game the worst.
But no, you make them use the admin loss.
Yeah, lower their fan factor by 1.
that actually helps you out. Less bloat.
But it'll also be a stain on their record that they got a loss. All right, so till next week, because we're going to do a finishing week.
Yes. Yeah, no, we are going to cover the games for week 13. Um, to that end, if you want to let us know about uh, either your plans to keep the team or re-roll it, because I would assume we might do something where we look at the teams and see where they, where they finish the season in terms of development and health of the team and things like that. So if you are keeping the team, let us know. If you're re-rolling, let us know that too. So we, don't really waste time speculating about development when
At
there is going to be no
that
more.
point, we're just going to look at, are these players worth on the market?
That too, yeah. So let me know through Discord whether you plan on keeping the team or not. That would be a great help for next week.
All right, until next week, just play your games.
And good luck to everyone.